So yeah, I built a western town. The only thing missing is a western railroad. Ah, okay. And interiors. Definitely still don't have interiors. I'll give you an interior, stupid train. Before we got started on our train, I wanted to knock out at least one interior, so we started with the saloon. I wasn't really sure how I wanted to design the layout for the saloon, so I looked up some inspiration from Red Dead Redemption and modeled it after something I found there. And we have our first guest. Can I get you anything? Could have just said no. Apparently word around town has gotten out because now more villagers are photobombing my time-lapse. The saloon is done. It's time for the tour. This is the bar top. Definitely not a lot of room back here. I've got a couple chests here if anybody wants to grab a drink. These are my boxes. Of course, we have a bunch of tables with chairs pushed far enough back so people can actually sit down. We have a few chairs turned to the side to make it look like people have actually been sitting in here. And we have our good old-fashioned table in the back of the saloon where we might find some shady characters. But moving on upstairs, this is the saloon keeper's room. We have a little bit more storage in here as well. We have another table in here with some more wall paintings. What are you guys doing in here? And moving on over here, we have our door to the balcony where you can see the entire town. I like it. I actually did a little bit of building just to do a quick test run here. Everything looks good. Our posts are in the right place. The only thing that I don't like about this is that it's completely straight. Nothing like a sunset over hot boulders. But the main vantage point that I'm thinking of, when we're leaving the town, this is really when we're going to be seeing it the most. And I feel like that's just a really long way to have a completely straight line. So it might look good if we try and add a little bit of a natural curve to it. But I'm a liar. I can't get started on the bridge yet because I need to go get more wood. We really don't have to do this, guys. I will take this, though. As mundane a task as it is, I actually find gathering resources to be kind of peaceful. Just me and the trees out here. And wolves. Ow. So we have 718 wood. I'd say that's a pretty good start. Oh dear. That was a little much. Before we get started on anything, I realized that I missed a very important part of the saloon. We have a lot of tables set up, and it looks like we would be serving drinks here, but I don't have any drinks to offer. So we'll put a juicer back here, and we'll use our stable as a temporary place to put a couple animal barns. And now we just gotta go find some friends. Will you be my friend? Alright, come on, buddy. We can do this. We can do this. Only 330 more meters. I truly have no idea how this works. Macaw to you two. Alright, come on, here we go. Nope, wrong way. And he's gone. Okay, well, we might not be getting cows today, but we did get some milk, and that should be enough to at least make a couple drinks. I'm thinking slurp juices to start, but I don't have slurp mushrooms.
Oh, hold on. I got you covered.
The one and only Steven Scribble just logged onto the server and decided to drop by the saloon. Thankfully, he has exactly what I need to make drinks for the saloon, even if it is only 2. Oh, you're the man. Thank you. Start with a couple slurp juices. 2 slurp juices. We officially have drinks at the saloon. I think we're officially done.
Town is open. Everybody, come on in.
Steven is also one of the newer members of the server, and to my understanding, one of the first things he did when he logged on was come into town and completely collect all of the bounties.
Ching bowling now.
Which means we have new villagers here, and Steven is a whole lot richer. We had Sawyer on the board, we had Calamity on the board, who was suspiciously just hanging out at the sketchy table in the back of the saloon. And the last one that we had on the board was Carl Ruckus, who I didn't realize couldn't be brought out of the Storm Chaser village. So our bounty board is completely empty.
Yeah, where were you thinking of your train?
I'm gonna build it on like the outside of the town, down here.
Over where that big line's going? Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like it'd be like a cool view when you're leaving town or entering.
Yeah, have like the big old truss archway bridge.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I might make a monopoly on illuminated charms.
Oh, that's a good idea. Do you have like a build in mind for it or something?
I just kind of have like the location. I'm not sure what sort of style build I want to do because charms are pretty much the highest. Besides your weapons, your charms are essential, but then once you get them, that's pretty much it. You don't really need them anymore. That's why I was thinking have at least the illuminator charm, the regen charm, and the temperature charm, and health charms. Maybe the basic storm charm.
I was thinking for the can't think of the name of the charm, like the water one, the swimming one.
Oh, the wave break one. Have you used those since they fixed them?
I used it for the first time. I was in creative a couple days ago and I just
Yeah.
like wanted to try it out.
They're so funny. Yeah, I was messing around with Siri the other week and she's like, the wave break charms work again. I was like, yes. I used them when they first came out in my survival world and it took forever to get all the fish for them. It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
And then they broke them and they didn't work. I was like, oh, that was a waste. She's like, yeah, they're working again. Then when you put all three on and you just T-pose him through the water.
Yeah. I didn't know if that was just me. I was just like standing completely
Yeah.
straight, flying through the water.
Me and her were just zooming around in this way, just laughing our heads off. And then you take one off and you just flopping like a salmon.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I was kind of thinking like
This is
it'd be
so good.
it'd be fun to make like a build in like the middle of the ocean or something, or on like an island.
Yeah, 100%. You have to have those charms.
Yeah. Or even you either have to have them or that's like where you get them. If you built some kind of like a monument for it or something like that.
But then you need a reason to have them. So that would be the thing. I think the quest would be you had to go find the wave break charms at whatever location. That would be like part one of the quest. And then using the wave break charms to get into the middle of the ocean to collect whatever it is, the super rarity, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be so cool.
You'll need to get all three. One charm would be able to get you across whatever body of water to get to the second one, which will give you the ability to get to the third one.
You're a genius. Oh, that's such a good idea.
Yeah, and then the third one gives you the ability to get over to the treasure.
That's such a good idea.
You can have that one. You're welcome. Bit of spitballing on the fly.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Can I ask you if you think this is
Yes.
a good look? So I'm gonna tear down all that, but then like build the train tracks out straight, and then like maybe start curving it a little bit here. Or do you think I should just like build off of what I already have? I'm also like really just over analyzing this.
Also, once you start doing like the curves with the track, could end up just being a pain because you're gonna have like the gaps in the floor and whatnot. Honestly, I think just having the straight bridge, because you're gonna go under it anyway, and it's gonna have all its supporting arches and whatnot. And then if you did want to have like any sort of curves, you could have like the almost like the turnstile thing they have, or you could even just do the like it comes out and then say the train track just turns out to go that way. So it's gonna be the hardest thing trying to get these curves with the tracks and all the slats to actually curve, because you're gonna run into this sort of problem where you can only have one stud or two studs, because once you do three, you got the gap.
That is true, yeah. I wish they had like just like a straight like 2x2 piece.
And then if you did have a curve, then you'd have to have the train curved, and it just turns into a logistical nightmare.
So yeah, like I talked about with Steezen, I think what I'm gonna do is just leave this completely straight. I think he made a good point. If I did build a train on top of this, it would be pretty hard to try and build it on an angle. So I think I'm just gonna leave it straight. And Steezen is literally one of the best builders in this game. So I'm gonna trust his judgment here and just build this thing straight across. Well, in classic fashion, this took me about 2 weeks longer than I thought it was going to, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. In the middle of this project, I decided to update my computer, and for some reason, that just completely blew up everything. So I've been having a ton of technical difficulties the past couple weeks, but I think I finally got it figured out, sort of. I did have to get a new microphone, so I might sound a little bit different. Hopefully the audio sounds somewhat okay though. But yeah, this is our bridge. As you can see down here towards the end, it does just go right into this mountain. And I do have a plan for this, but I'm not gonna get to it today, so stay tuned for that. But overall, I think the bridge turned out really good. I'm really happy with how this archway turned out. The only thing I don't know, which I guess I would love some feedback on, over here you can see that I used different color posts for this section and a little bit over here. And my idea for this is to kind of make it look like some of the parts of the bridge are like rain washed, if that's even a word. So it's really just a way to texture it so it's not just completely this dark brown umber color the whole way. And I think it looks good. I think it would look good if we did it in more spots, but I wasn't really sure. But let me know what you guys think. We might end up doing this all the way around the bridge. I'm really happy with the placement of this though. The one thing I keep saying is that I want to add a lot of things outside of the town, and I think that this bridge was a really cool way to do that. So if you're just standing in here walking around, you can kind of see the bridge off in the distance, and it almost just gives that feeling that you want to just go explore and see what's over there. So then as you're leaving the town, you can just slowly start to see it come in more. And I think it looks really cool. I think we used close to 3,000 pieces on it, if I'm not mistaken. All of these little posts right here are made of mahogany, and I had to make like 4 mahogany runs, and I still didn't get all the mahogany that I need. I think I finished this side. Yeah, up there's nothing, and I don't think I did anything on this side. So we're still gonna have to make one more mahogany run to finish it, but for now, I am happy with it. And I think it looks cool coming from this side too. As you're kind of just walking down this pathway, it slowly starts to wind down and it comes more into view, and I don't need this anymore. And yeah, just running under this thing just gives such a cool feeling. Overall, this is probably one of my favorite builds I've ever done. And over here, I'm still not really sure what I want to do. I like Steezen's idea to where we can turn it and go this way. I also kind of think it might look good if we went this way and then turned it like this and made even like just a little bridge right here and just kind of brought it off into the desert. I'll probably make some smaller bridges just around the desert, again, just to give that feel outside of the town, just in random places you might stumble upon part of the Western Railroad. But yeah, the sun's going down, and this video has taken me way too long to get out, so I'm gonna finish up editing and get this thing posted. Let me know if you guys like this, and let me know if you like this whole Western theme. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, code Trillin in the item shop, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.